It's very strange that the universe is cyclical and karma is real. And isn't it always amazing how the people who point the finger accusing somebody of something end up being that thing themselves? There's a man who sits there and says, Andrew's a danger to women. Andrew's a danger to women. And they are truly the danger to women. They're just trying to distract the world and deflect the attention from their own crimes, and perhaps alleviate some guilt for what they've been doing and pretend somebody else is the problem. Men like me with unlimited options do not need to be a danger to anybody. Men like me have women coming out in support of them endlessly. But Daz Black has been caught talking to 13-year-old girls, caught talking to underage girls. And I said in the last broadcast, I said, listen, I find that disgusting. I find that abhorrent. And as per the 41 tenets of Tateism, it is my duty, per the tenets which I laid out, to make sure this woman finds justice. I have friends in the highest and lowest echelons on the planet. I have friends who put people in jail, and I have friends who are not scared of going to jail. One way or another, justice should be served against a man who thinks it's okay to sexually groom a 13-year-old girl. He decided to come out and deny the allegations. But since then, more proof has come forward that Daz Black is actually a pedophile. I'm going to play the video here for you.
Well, it turns out Daz Black, he isn't the only one with his own detractors. And we actually had one woman pop up in our DMs, and well, she had a story she wanted to share. Now, I'm gonna read what was sent to you, and I'll be honest, it's pretty disturbing. Now, I need to make mention again that these are allegations. I can't prove the validity of any of this, but she did provide some photos. So we're just hearing her out. The conversation begins. I told him that we meet when I was a kid, and he reminded me. He came back to mine, Then the next day, he removed me on everything and blocked me, but still followed the OnlyFans. After that, I felt used. He promised me loads of stuff, but all he wanted out of me was... He is no better than Tate in any way, yet goes on about how much of a scumbag he is. I can't even look at his videos without feeling like I was used for that man's gratification. I have photos of me and him together at 13 and 19. It only happened last year, but still it affected me for a while and helped add up to a huge mental breakdown I suffered a month or two after. So there you have it, nothing illegal here. The girl was of the age of 19, but man, did he wait. Found her at 13 and was like, I'll see you later. You know, it's funny because everyone out there is quick to point the finger, but we all are out here living our lives, and I don't know, I guess that woman says she's going through some issues there. So, he's not completely innocent, and
That's the video we played on the last podcast, where he initially denied all the allegations. And there's been another video.
So he's denied all of this.
There's been another video which is.
Does he have an excuse for this? I mean,
I don't know what excuse you can have for talking to a 13-year-old girl.
Coming forward to me, who are reaching out to me and telling me their stories. They involve situations of abuse, violence, sexual violence, assault.
Here I am again for the second time. Yes, the woman he has beaten up.
And unfortunately, everything that you're seeing is not a character. This is exactly who Andrew Tate is.
It was not abuse. There was no physical domestic violence happening. It was a consensual sex play.
It's very, very apparent to me, and he doesn't deny it. He gets off on hurting women, making them feel vulnerable,
that I was into,
dominating them,
that I wanted,
and letting them in their place. This is a very unhealthy man with a very unhealthy addiction to the domination of women. Tate needs to date a corpse. His whole philosophy towards women is dangerous.
I have had nothing but positive encounters with Andrew Tate. He's always been very gentlemanly. I think he's very fun. He's very charismatic. He's very smart. I think he's a great businessman.
I'm telling you, I can't prove it, but I really feel that this is the surface we're seeing.
We're here. I don't want you to worry. I am real, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's not a simulation.
Okay, so we've really opened up a huge can of worms here for Daz Black versus the Tate brothers, and this is in regards to the allegations that Daz Black, he groomed a young girl. She was 13, and then he waited until the clock struck midnight, and then he swooped in. Gross. Now, of course, we saw in the comments, people were stating that this was Daz's daughter, and, well, the anonymous woman who sent us the photos, who sent us the allegations, well, she's actually come forward with more receipts. Now, this time then we actually have video footage of her with Daz. She's off camera, but that's pretty good proof.
I am real. I am real, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's not a simulation. We're having a good time.
We also have the two of them matching on Tinder in 2021, as well as his secret Snapchat account. Now, I've also noticed comments stating that Daz is married. So if that's true, this man has really made a huge mistake going after the Tate brothers, because they are not happy. Black, he left a comment on our viral TikTok video, which got over 550,000 views, and he said that our story was more or less bullshit. Now, I actually can't find that comment anymore because he's likely blocked us, because things, well, they're about to get a whole lot worse. Now, our comments were flooded with people coming to Daz's defense, so the girl who reached out to us originally, well, she's got more receipts with these grooming allegations, and well, she's got a lot to say, or a lot to share. Important to note that this girl, she wants to remain anonymous, but if that were to change, the Tate bros have offered to cover all of her legal expenses. They state they got the best lawyers in the world, so if she's looking to actually press charges or take this to a more serious level, well, now she's got all the opportunity to do so. So there you have it. If you guys need more evidence, I'm sure we could keep this party going. I mean, this girl's just got receipts on receipts on receipts. Now, why am I doing this? Well, for one, no one should be deplatformed like what happened to the Tate brothers. And if one man is gonna ride so high on like accomplishing a takedown like this, well, he should get a little mud on his face in doing so, especially if he's got skeletons in his closet like this. Also, if this guy is married, he's totally fucked. Again, these are allegations made, but I think there's enough evidence here to support this woman's claims. And again, if she wants further help, I'm sure the Tate brothers would be open to working with her. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. I know this has been a heated debate, but hey, we're now in the news game, and yeah, you make some friends and you make some enemies. Wow, it's crazy.
So absolute credit to Famous News and Matthew there for telling the truth and highlighting this story. I have said before, these male feminists, these people who sit there and pretend to champion women, I said in my final message, have no genuine concern for women. They are just simply trying to weaponize an issue because they dislike me. And what Daz has done perhaps is the most heinous and disgusting of crimes on the face of the planet today. Not only did he start to tweet out and pretend that women had come forward about me to him. Why would women come forward to a fat video game dork for no reason? Why would women who have known me ever know a complete and utter loser like Daz Black? Why would they come to you instead of law enforcement? Nobody gives a fuck about you, Daz Black. So that was a lie. You lied on Twitter with tweets and clickbait to pretend that women had come forward, and then made a video slandering me when no women had come forward, said you can no longer show the evidence when no women had come forward because they didn't fucking exist, and sat there and tried to pretend that I was a danger to women, all the while speaking to 13-year-old girls yourself. You must be absolutely arrogant and narcissistic to the point of disgust if you believe that God himself is going to allow you to accuse an innocent man with false narratives of a crime you are yourself committing, and there will not be serious repercussion. And when I say serious repercussion, please take my word as a man. One of the tenets, which I spoke about earlier, was to mean what I say and say what I mean. The repercussions for your actions will be larger than you can possibly imagine. Larger than a little bit of deplatforming, larger than some internet bullshit, my friend. Because you thought that clicks on YouTube were worth trying to vilify an innocent man while yourself talking to underage women. A woman has come forward about Daz Black, accusing him of being a pedophile. Not a single woman has come forward about me. And karma is real. It is a real thing.